Understanding the tip of the tongue phenomenon. Sometimes people can remember a certain words. Most of the time, a person is sure they know the words they are looking for. They even remember the idea or definition of this word, but at that moment, they can't find the correct word for it. Psychologists call this a TOT, tip of the tongue state. Older adults experience this the most, but it can happen to anyone. A group of psychologists did a study to see how and why people forget words. They gave people a definition, but not the word. Sometimes people could guess how many syllables the word had or what the first letter of the word was. Often people remembered words that had the same or a similar meanings. Sometimes people came up with words that sounded close to the word they were looking for. Many times people had no idea what the word was, however, they understood what the definition was describing. One psychologist thinks that the reason older people experience TOT more often is that they have more years of information in their brains. This should be seen as a positive thing for adults. It seems that they know the word and spending more time finding it can lead to success.
Alright, thank you. Well done. Ingo, so this time you'll just practice two words. The first word is tongue.
Tongue,
Tongue.
tongue,
Next, most.
most,
Most.
most.
Okay, well done. We will now proceed with the discussion. So please answer each question freely or by using the situation given. Number one, have you ever had a TOT experience?
Yes, a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
A lot of time. So especially, I can't remember people's name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Right.
yeah, I remember the face of people, but I can't remember their name.
Yeah, right. Me too. And also, when I was in college, there would be like reporting in front of the class. So I was asked to, I was given some topics and I would discuss it in front of class, and I would often forget the words. So I just say the definition of the word and then my classmates correct me. So
Okay.
yeah, I often have TOT experience in
You have
school.
good friend.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. So, okay. This time, kindly read the sample answer.
Okay. Yes, I've had a TOT experience. I've tried to remember a specific word, but I couldn't exactly remember what it was. For example, I was talking with someone, and when I had to say a particular word, I suddenly couldn't remember the word, and I had to think for a few minutes before I finally remembered it.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Next, number two. Do you think TOT experiences are strange?
Uh, Yes, I think TOT experiences are strange. Yeah, it's
Why?
it's possible
Mm-hmm.
to be happen many times and
Mm-hmm.
always. Yeah, for example, when I talk with my friend, talk with my family, and when I work,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I sometimes I have to write report to my work,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't remember the words sooner.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. So yeah, they're very strange because at the back of your mind, you know the answer, but then it's really hard to say it,
Yeah,
right?
it's hard to say. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Next, can we read the sample answer?
Okay. Yes, I think TOT experience are strange because they can happen at any time. For example, we could be talking with a friend, writing something, or simply reading about something that triggers our memory of the world. But strangely, we are unable to say what the word is.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right. Okay, thank you. Next, number three. Do you think there are ways to reduce COT moments?
Do you think there are ways to reduce? I don't know there are ways to reduce,
Mm-hmm.
but I think I by practicing by
You
practicing
mean by saying it or using it more often?
yeah. Repeat,
Mm-hmm.
repeat, and repeat again and again.
Repeat. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's a better way to reduce TOT moments.
Right, I agree with you. So that's why sometimes I just write them down,
Hmm.
but most of the time I would use them more often to remember
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, in my case,
So,
it is difficult to write, difficult to remember the words. So Japanese language is written by kanji.
kanji.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
kanji is it's difficult for Japanese also.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so today we use PC, we use
Mm-hmm.
notebook, like personal computer,
Mm-hmm.
right? And we always use smartphone, yeah. And so it's uh, it's easy to write the words something kanji.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah. I also have this to say
mhm.
it is difficult. Yeah, and I don't really, I can't relate.
Mhm.
So I don't know why you say it's difficult. Is it the characters?
Sorry, your voice is like choppy, a bit choppy.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let me just, can we reload the page? I'll be back, okay?
Okay.
Okay, is this
Alright.
better?
Better.
Okay, so I can't really relate to you because I'm not familiar with the kanji, but I have heard it with other students that
Mm-hmm.
for them, kanji is also difficult for some Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
So why do you say it's difficult? Is it because of the writing of the kanji, the characters,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you mean
the penmanship? The,
penmanship
it's difficult for you to say it or to write it.
to write it?
Oh, okay. All right. Now I understand. All right.
Okay.
Okay. For the Filipinos, it's not really difficult because we don't have characters the same as you do. We also use
Mm-hmm.
the alphabet.
Alphabet. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's easier for us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, do you have any questions, Shingo?
No question. It's okay.
Okay. All right. So kindly read the sample answer number 3.
Okay. Yes, I think there are ways to minimize TOT moments. If I temporarily forget a word, I try to use it more often after that. For example, I have noticed that the more I use certain words, the fewer problems I have remembering them.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So, just like what you said, you keep on repeating them and using them all the time to avoid forgetting them.
Yeah.
Okay. So we still have 3 minutes and 21 seconds. So
Mhm.
would you like to read the article again or would you like to proceed to free conversation?
Free conversation, please.
All right. Okay. So Shingo, since this is our first meeting, kindly introduce yourself. What is your job?
My job is I'm salesperson. I I introduce uh, I introduce people who are foreigners. So
Mm.
and the foreigners who want to get a job in Japan, and I introduce that people to my clients,
Mm-hmm.
like care site.
For the company?
Yeah, company. Mm-hmm. So
Okay. Right. Is
yeah,
it a hard job?
yeah, it is a hard job, I think. So but nowadays, so due to the pandemic, um, so my um, my my
The
foreigners,
foreigners have
yeah,
reduced or decreased?
can't
Mhm.
come in Japan.
Yeah, right. Okay. So, but how do you handle your work if there aren't any foreigners who come?
Hundreds.
Do you still have work?
Yeah. I have still work. So.
All right. Okay. Okay. So, what are your hobbies, Shingo? If you're not working, what do you do?
So when um, it's hard to me when I present my products to my clients.
Mhm.
It's hard to explain, and it's hard to express uh, how
What
good.
you want to say?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I suggest that you continue communicating in English and please don't stop learning.
Okay.
Reading is also a top of the. It's also effective that you read every day. and apply the words that you learned.
Okay.
Just like in the article, repeat
Repeat
until
and
you
repeat. Okay.
yeah, until you know how to use the word.
Okay. Thank you.
And yeah, please don't stop communicating in English. It's better if it's every day. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. I keep.
All right. Thank you. I had fun.
Thank
See you again soon.
you. Take care.